Now, Siddha Sanmarga practices are not about doing, it's about being.
How is Siddha Sanmarga different from what other organization is offering in this very field?
Siddha Sanmarga helps people experience that inner true objectivity so easily so that they can naturally go back and feel a sense of calmness and their own infinite potential.
So there are a lot of people who are coming for the job and the skill level which is required is not at all there. How for a corporate to create that ecosystem where we are able to help each other?
The idea of growth is transferred, but the idea of vision is not transferred. Most people suffer with a question of self-doubt that's continuously lingering in their head. Supramentalization or any spirituality should not be a subject matter of explanation. Apart from the Guru who is trying to teach or initiate, nobody should be explaining about any spiritual process.
Namaste and welcome to the podcast with Sri Siddha Guru Atmananda ji. Siddha Guru Atmananda ji is a self-realized master who has helped many to unlock and unleash their infinite potential and live a successful and an abundant life. Today in conversation with Guruji. So welcome Guruji. So my first question to you is that when I see today's world and when I meet people around the world, I find them anxious, I find them clueless, I find them depressed, no clarity around that. And people are looking for some things, but they don't know what they are looking for. And the availability and the kind of social media availability on the kind of things what we are having now, whether it is Insta, whether it is YouTube, and everybody is talking about meditation, work-life balance, whether it is yoga, how to de-distress yourself and feel yourself around that. How is Siddha Sanmarga different from what other organization is offering in this very field?
Oh, you finally turned the question very nice towards Siddha Sanmarga. But then the point is, how is this different? Sanatana Advaita Dharma fundamentally was insisting on one fundamental thing. You are fundamentally bliss. You are infinite potential. Now, most processes, quote unquote, I use this word processes, are practice oriented or mental stress actually enhancing protocols. Why? As you said, most people are already stressed in their life, they're doing a lot. Now, Siddha Sanmarga practices are not about doing, it's about being. Because, as you said, most people are confused, not knowing what they want. Anxiety. Now, for an anxious mind, I will tell breathe in and breathe out and feel this and feel that and do this in your meditation. Then that is also a lot of doing, that's a lot of stress. What I have observed is most people suffer with this. Am I doing it right? Am I clear with you? And most people suffer with this question of self-doubt that's continuously lingering in their head. Now, Siddha Sanmarga practices, from the day one, the moment you start, it makes you blissful. It makes you at peace. It makes you just be. And as you practice, within just a week's time, this bliss and peace and stability in the mind encapsulates you almost full 24 hours a day. And by the end of 7, 8, 9th day, 1 week, more than a little week, you will be absolutely blissful. So this is the beginning where the Sanatana Advaita Dharma says, first experience your own silence and then figure out what you need to figure out in your life. Because from the day one, for an anxious mind, somebody is scared of something. Now you go tell them, don't be scared, it's not working. Are you understanding?
Yes.
But it is the truth. For example, if somebody is scared of heights and they go onto the top building, a tall building, and then they stand on the top, and then you say, I am not going to fall. You tell yourself, anyway, you're not going to fall. So don't be scared. They are not able to say it confidently. Somebody is shy of a camera. Okay, then that's just an object, you say, and that's just, you can't say that wholeheartedly. Why? we are attached to what perception we already have built. Now, in our life also we are suffering with the perception that we have built, and that is the reason why life is becoming difficult. Now, until otherwise you subjectively pull back yourself and go into a realm of an objective self, you can't really progress in your field, because you will always repeatedly do something. One who is scared of something repeatedly feels the same thing, but when they distract and go into an objectivity, after that they can easily experience their own thing in the same fashion. Siddha Sanmarga helps people experience that inner true objectivity so easily, so that they can naturally go back and feel a sense of calmness and their own infinite potential very easily, experience it, and then when they come back in their life and due to their life, they feel a profound sense of clarity dawning already in them. That's the process of supramentalization from the Sanatana Dharma. There are two methods in spirituality. One, this mind ascending and trying to make believe that it is a part of that infinite potential. The second is supramentalization, where we expect the infinite itself. Now, if you are already me, now it's your job. It's the job of the mother to take care of the crying baby, not the crying baby to console itself and go to the mother. So, infinite potential, you come down. And how we make that infinite potential express itself on our own mind is supramentalization. And that's what Siddha Sanmarga is.
Thank you, Guruji. My second question, as you explain around in terms of this is all supramentalization and it makes easy for the person. So rather than doing, the person should be in being and then start the journey all around. But to explain this to a layman or to explain this to an ordinary person who is just not understanding what is supramental or who is very, very externalized in the current scenario, in his own things, how do you explain that person in terms of that, okay, while doing these very practices or while doing these kind of meditations, you will feel uplifted or you will be out of whatever confusion, troubles, problems you are having it around? How do you approach
Don't
that very
explain.
person?
Don't explain. See, that is what it is. When you have any illness, you go to a doctor, and the doctor does not explain the science. He confidently tells you, take this medicine and your problem will be done. In the same fashion, when a person has confusion, you just need to say, this is the thing. You do this and you will experience it, and see, you will feel. So it's a 10-15 minutes thing. So try and do this. Never explain the science of supramentalization to any person who is already confused. Supramentalization or any spirituality should not be a subject matter of explanation. Apart from the guru who is trying to teach or initiate, nobody should be explaining about any spiritual process. Because what really happens is, a medical student cannot be a teacher of medicine. Though he has studied some part of it, he cannot be really mastering it. In the same fashion, people who are trying to experience it, they experience it, and then it is your own conviction that other people believe. But when you try to explain your half-baked knowledge, then it becomes very difficult. Are you confused? Are you having stress? Are you having anxiety? Or are you having emotional mental disturbance? Or do you really want to experience that true bliss that our scriptures spoke of? Yeah, try this.
Guruji, my next question in the same term is that we are dealing with people in our day-to-day life. So we meet a lot of people, we hear a lot of people, and coming from the corporate side of it, uh, we hire a lot of people. So there are a lot of people who are looking for employment and we are making them join around that. But the current issue, what corporates are currently feeling is skilled manpower, right? So there are a lot of people who are coming for the job, and the skill level which is required is not at all there in terms of you are supposed to do this job with that very efficiency. And corporate talks about efficiency building, productivity. However, the people what we are having is not skilled enough in order to reach to that. So the pressure gets built up in terms of that insecurity of that environment, and the ecosystem becomes so competitive. The people who are a bit better uh, tends to tends to gain it. However, the bottom of the pyramid tends to lose it, right? How for a corporate to create that ecosystem where we are able to help each other in terms of building that kind of situation where we are able to cater to all people and we help them building the skills.
The question is very good, but then I want to, why do you think people are not having that level of skills that are required?
Multiple factors.
For a variety, I am questioning you now.
Acha, sorry.
No
Mul-
issues.
Multiple factors. So, firstly, the strata where they are coming from, our
Correct.
employment,
Correct.
our education system,
Correct.
right? Then third thing is people are just, I mean, they are not aware, they are clueless around
Perfect.
all those very factors.
So fundamentally, you said their strata that they come from.
Correct.
And the third point is they are clueless. The second is they are not aware.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3
And
points.
our education system is also
our education system, their awareness, their strata, now they are clueless because of their awareness. These 3. Now, unfortunately, corporates need at the bottom of the pyramid from this only. If somebody you want to work at the bottom of the pyramid, they will come from the lower strata only.
Yeah.
You can't expect a son of a billionaire come and join you at a lower strata.
Correct.
Thank you. So now there is no other option than to actually train them, and they cannot be trained through processes or even so-called SOPs of the corporates. What they actually need, they need to fundamentally adopt this to fix at their root level of awareness. Difference between the topmost CEO, above middle management, and the bottom of top management, and bottom of lower management and the lower strata. What is the difference actually?
The difference around that is the CEO talks about strategy, which is
they know how to incorporate or mix the micro vision with a macro vision.
You have to explain it, Guruji.
A CEO always talks about the macro vision, where the company will go in 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, and the strategy.
Yeah.
And this has to trickle down slowly, because if I want to go there, now what to do? The CEO will tell the direction, but then to go there, what to be done, this lower strata slowly falls down. So fundamentally, the lowest bottom of the pyramid and the top is always thinking about the future, the bottom is always thinking about now. And the middle is thinking about how to convert that future into now doable procedure.
Right.
So how to connect the future with now what is doable procedure. So middle is all about how to connect the future with a now doable procedure. Bottom is always bothered about now. And this now people will not have that vision of the future, because now why I have to do this? Now this is the same problem. Even students, they don't know why they are studying. Even children, maybe 20, 25, I call them children at their age also, but still 20, 25, they don't know why they are getting married. They don't know why they are doing what they are doing. They just feel, today this is the future. People say, so I will do that. I think you understand.
Yes.
So most people are not aware of why they are doing what they are doing. So making them aware by developing their cognition and making them understand that now you are doing this so that this doable procedure is achieved. Most low low management or bottom of the pyramid employees feel all their bosses are trying to give them unreasonable results or unreasonable targets to achieve. They are pressurizing them a lot and they have to work a lot. Why? This middle management is trying to fix the future vision with a now doable thing. Now the future is big. You understand? We will make this. But to do that, you need to do a lot of actual now doable thing. So they design big chunks, and all those big chunks are transferred, actionable data points are transferred here. So they feel a lot of pressurized, because what it takes to actually do it, the higher management is not actually aware of it, because we think we want efficiency. So because it is a profit driven thing, now we want to max out or max the juice out of them. That is always a problem, because all corporates, I feel, in the future, I see them investing more on the cognition of their employees and creating an ecosystem within their company by transferring vision actually. Because the idea of growth is transferred, but the idea of vision is not transferred. The idea of vision and the idea of oneness is not transferred. When you transfer that vision, say a middle management employee feels 10 years from now, this is my career, this is where I'll go, and so I am working hard today. You understand, you are an MBA graduate, you get hired, from the first job that you get hired is 38 lakhs a year or something like that, 30-25 lakhs IM guys. So, and you know, okay, one day I have to be at the top, I will be at the CEO. You have a vision, you have a now doable point with a vision, and then the micro vision and the micro and macro you can connect. The problem is that the lower guy is not able to, because 5 years down the line he sees himself doing the same thing, or he doesn't have the vision to actually vision what. You understand? Bottom of the pyramid guys never expect to become middle management. You accept that?
Yeah.
That's the problem. So the vision has to be transferred. If you learn this, anybody can, you can progress. This is where it is. You have to 1% anyway progress. But if you want a large skill or progress or efficiency in the system, transfer the vision along with the actionable data points. What to do? Then people will be more interested and invest in their cognition. They must feel more aware. They must feel more. That is the reason why these days employee happiness index is also being measured.
Yes.
These days.
Yeah, employee satisfaction survey, happiness index.
All
these things.
Why?
We do that.
Because fundamentally they don't know how to transfer the vision, so they are trying to check the waters. I feel slowly corporates will develop this. No, let's transfer the vision, then things will be happening.
Beautifully answered, Guruji. I think that's the answer largely the corporates are looking forward for.